or
Yeah.
solving and things. Okay, so x by itself, that's 1x, 4x, and then 6x. So combine them all, that's 11x. Can you see it? So,
Uh,
so number one, it will be 11x. You could
well,
just
how
think,
11?
okay,
Because 6 plus 4 is 10.
okay, good. Now, this in algebra, when you see x, they don't normally write one, but there is a one in front of it. So
It's the
that's,
invisible
is the invisible one. So together, combining 11x.
Okay, cool.
Okay, number two, you can see that they're all like terms. So 7 plus 5, that will be 12. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 5, that's 12. So 12x.
Okay, cool.
For 3, this is multiplication now. If there's a number with the parenthesis, it's implied that it's multiplication. So you multiply just the number portion, the 9 and the 5, the part 9 and the 5 together. So it'd be 45, but then you have to keep the x. So 45x.
9 and then. So 5x,
In,
would it just be, you just multiply in, right?
yeah, you multiply the 9 in. How about that? Is that okay?
Yeah, that would just be 45.
Yes, it'll be 45. 45x. Keep the
Yeah,
x.
45.
Okay, yes. Okay, good. Number 4. Yeah, you can do any order, by the way, but you can do two at a time. However, look at the y. That's not part of it. So you have to leave the y by itself. The 8y. You can write it first. You can write it last. But the 3x and the 13x will be 16x. But the 8y is not a like term to the other two. You have to leave it out. So this is your final answer. It's weird, but you'll see why moving on. So right now, the
Oh,
answer, do you see that okay?
6, well, here, let me see this. So 3x plus 8y
Okay,
plus
yeah,
13x.
good. The
And then,
8y, yeah, go on, go
so
on.
8y, would it just be the x's then plus the y's? So like the x's go together and the y's, and you add them together?
The 8y, just leave it out. You can copy it, leave it out though. Don't combine it with the x terms.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it'd be 16x plus 8y. You could write 8y plus 16x. Doesn't matter which one first. But yeah, combine the x, leave the y alone, the 8y alone. So far, okay?
Yeah.
Now, number 5 involved distributive property. Your teacher might have gone over that, but have a look, okay? So I'm copying this problem for you to see. What you have to do is multiply in,
Yeah. So,
but you still have to keep the plus symbol, okay? So it'll be 21x plus 35y.
you wrote 5y. Oh, yeah, I see.
The original, yeah, the original is 5y. So far, okay?
Wait.
Yeah, multiply in that 7 in
But
front.
how would you get it?
You'll get used to the
Oh, I
pattern.
see.
Yeah, you'll get used to the pattern. Right now, it's called distributive property. Multiply the 7 into the expression in between the parentheses. That's all you do. But you do one at a time.
Okay, cool.
Okay, good. Number 6, they're all like terms. You just combine them from left to right. Any order, actually, two at a time. So 3x plus 6x is 9x. 9x plus 2x is 11x. Final answer. 11x again. Well, interesting.
So
3x plus
3x.
6x, that's 9x. And then 9x plus 2x, 11x.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. All right, let's scroll down.
So is this how you would write it? Like this? Here, let me try.
Yeah, you can copy the original and then equate to the answer 11x.
Okay, cool.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's let's scroll down to number 7.
Number. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay, now you are doing something pretty fancy here. Pretty elevated. Kind of fancy. For number 7, you have to think up a biggest number that can divide in both 24 and 18. What do you think?
The biggest or the smallest?
The biggest. Yeah, the biggest number. They call it the greatest common factor. You have to pull it out. But come up with it first, and I'll show you how to write it. What is the biggest number that can divide into 24 and 18? If not, I can show you a methodical way, but I'll give you a shot. Let you give it a shot.
Um, is it 2?
2 is a common factor, but not the greatest common
Oh,
factor.
3?
3, almost. There's more. There's a bigger one than 3, than 2.
6.
6. So once you establish that, you can actually write it like this. This is factoring. You're going backwards. If you notice
Yeah,
yeah, like number 5, you're going back like to number 5 form. Look, 7 to number 5. I have the 5 written here, so you can make them
yeah.
look like that. So 6 divided into 24. How many times? 4 times,
Um,
right?
yeah.
So you write 4x, and then 6 times what will give you 18? 3, but you have to keep the y. So here it is. It's almost like you're rewriting the problem, like number 5.
Yeah, it's we had this for homework last night.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they call this factoring. So you're doing it, but already pretty on a pretty fancy problem. I'm actually quite. I find that interesting. Normally, you would do it a bit at a time, but wow, you have a bunch of them together in one place, one on one page. Okay, same idea. What do you think? The biggest number that can divide into 16 and 40 at the same time?
8.
8. Let
I
me
think it's
see.
8.
Yeah, 8 looks good. Now, if yeah, oh, let me write the original. If you actually attempt to use a number and it may not be the answer, you can still continue. But let's have a look at 8. It looks good. 8 times 2x will give you 16. 8 times what will give you 40? 8 times 5 y,
Yep.
40y. Yeah, it looks good. There's nothing else you can factor out from between the parentheses. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9. Okay, let me clean up the page here. 8 friends went to a hockey game. The price of admission per person was something dollar X. Four of the friends paid an extra 5, no, extra 6 each for a player guidebook, right? And simplified the expression that represents the total cost. 8 friends, okay, there are 8 friends went to a hockey game. The price for admission per person, right? It's like X dollar. 4.
Okay. So
Okay.
would you do x equals price per admission?
Sure, you're defining. Good. Define. Let X, you might want to write the word let X equals price or cost. Yeah, let's do price for admission.
Okay.
Price of admission. Okay. I'll do ADM. Now, what do you think? How would you how would you actually break it up? There are 8 friends.
Um, x plus 6 times 4.
x plus 6 times 4. 4 of the friends paid an extra 6 each. Okay, 4 paid. So that shouldn't you multiply 4 times 6, right?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's one part of it. 4 times 6. Okay, but there are 8 friends.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you could do like plus 8, plus 4 times x.
That's it. 4 times x. That is it.
Does it matter which one comes first?
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, yeah. I assume you actually wrote the 4 times 6. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 4 times
Okay,
x.
cool.
That's it.
Hey, quick question. Are you still in Thailand?
Yep, I'm still here. Here, I'll show you
Cool.
why. I know. Yeah, here's my location. If you can read Thai. Well, there's a mixture, but I'll zoom out. I'll be
Yeah,
back in
you
the
good.
States sometime soon, but right now, yeah, it's for teaching experience. So I have to have.
Has the teaching been cool?
Yeah, I can show you, my curriculum too. Now it's ironic, right? Now let me, but I'll show you. But let's continue a little bit. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
don't forget. You want to kind of clean this up. So it's 24 plus 4x. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
cool. And then now number 10.
10. This is 9. 10. Define the variable. But let's read. Gabriella is X years old. Her sister Priscilla is 6 years older than she is. Their mother, okay, is twice as old as Priscilla. Her aunt Tanya is X years older than her mother. Write and simplify an expression that represents Tanya's age in years.
That is a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
okay. So the best way is to go from top to bottom. For example, I'll go ahead and do Gabriella is X, or X equals Gab. And then Facilia, I guess I can do the whole name here. Facilia equals 6 years older than Gab. That means X plus 6. Let's see if you're okay with that before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
And then their mother, so you can say mother equals,
Mm-hmm. X times 2?
uh, not quite. It's pretty fancy here. It says
Oh, wait.
twice.
It's
Yeah,
F. Wait.
is what?
Twice as.
Yeah, twice
Oh,
as,
it's X times. Well,
what do you think?
it's Felicia times 2.
Yes, however, Felicia times 2, you have to write like this. You want to look at it? You see it?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So far. Yeah, when you time something that it's more than one term, you have to parenthesize it. You get it? You have to
Oh.
group it. Yeah, that's how you do it in algebra. Okay, so far that's their mother. Their aunt Tanya is X years older than their mother. What do you think? This is Tanya now.
Plus, um, mother plus 6, mother plus x.
Okay, yes, mother plus x, all of it plus x, all of mother's expression plus x. You got it. But don't times plus in the back like that. And then you have to simplify it for the final answer. Write and simplify an expression that represents Tanya's 8 in years. Yes, so we're gonna now clean this one up like you were doing before, but it's actually quite fancy because you're doing all the stuff you've done mixed up together. Have a look. So you're gonna do distributive property. So distributive property,
So here, let
2x
me.
plus 12, so far. But then the plus x is still in the back. So you have to copy that.
So would it be 2x
Plus
plus?
12.
Wait. Oh yeah.
You okay? And
Yeah.
then copy
Plus.
the plus x.
Yeah.
You're not even done. That's what I mean about it. You're doing like multiple thing kind of mash up together. So they're like terms, the 2x and the x, the 2x and the x. They're like terms. Don't forget the x has a 1 in the front, that invisible 1. Therefore, it'll be 3x between these two plus 12. Final answer. Final answer here. I can double check, but it looks good to me. Facila is 6 years older than she is. Yep. Their mother is twice. Yep. And then Tanya, older than their mother. Yep. All of that. All right. Looks good to me. So that's, I know it says in years, but you can say that, you can put the word years in the back here if you want. But yeah, don't put the word years too close to 12. It might be just for 12 only. So that's why now there's a fancy way to punctuate this. You parenthesize this right here, but I don't think you're actually supposed to be doing that yet. You parenthesize this and put the unit right behind it. So that's actually maybe the solution in in the solution guide or in the back of the whatever this book is. All right, number 11. That's pretty fancy. Number 9, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm a little hesitant about 9, but I can look back later. But anyway, so far everything is good. 11. Let's see, a DVD box. I don't know if you know what the DVD is. A DVD box set include 12. What am I reading? Okay, I'm sorry. DVD box set set includes 3 thriller movies and 2 comedies. Use T to represent the cost for each thriller, and C represents the cost for each comedy. Write and simplify the expression that represents the total cost of 6 box sets. Okay, what do you think?
Let me think it over.
Yeah, so there's this box that has 3 thriller movies and 2 comedies. Okay, you're gonna use T. I mean, let's do that first. Let's go ahead and define or declare the variable. Let T equals cost of thriller. Kind of shorten it a little bit.
And then C equals cost of comedy.
Yes, C cost comedy. Yeah. So okay. Now, could you explain to me why are there 6? Let me see the total cost of 6 box sets. Wow, that's pretty fancy. They have to come
Probably.
up with one first. They have
I
to come
think
up.
that probably the answer could be. I'm not sure about this, but C plus T in parentheses and then times 6.
C plus T. Okay, almost. C plus T. Yeah, you have your C, you have your T. Okay, you can do it in order. For example, 3T plus 2C. Let me see you're okay with that. This is for one box, one DVD box. Do you see why? Because because it says that T is the cost for each thriller and C for each comedy, but there are 3 thrillers and there are 2 comedies. That's why you multiply them like that. Do you see that? So far. This is for one box. Is that
Would you
okay?
get would you get a different answer if you did the T plus C?
Yeah, it will not be correct because there are more than just. If you write T, yeah, for that explanation, if you write T plus C, you're implying there's only one T and one C. Get it? That's why you can't do that. Because there are 3, yeah, because in each box there are 3 thrillers and 2 comedies, so you're gonna multiply that number of DVD. Yeah, it's a DVD. Each one is a DVD. Each C is a one. Yeah, a T is one DVD. A C is another one DVD. So that's why.
And then that times 6.
Yep. But that means you have to parenthesize the whole thing times 6. That's why I think this is pretty fancy. Yeah, right, and it's simplified. So for the total cost of 6 box set, there it is. You want to write this, but don't jump. Yeah, don't erase anything because you now it's supposed to show that you multiplied or distribute the 6 into it to get your final answer. So multiply 6 times 3, that's 18T. Multiply 6 times 2, but you put a plus in between, that's 12, and then C. So this is your final answer.
Okay. And then could I maybe get some water real quick?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
TNT. Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Number 12. A candle gift set has 4 vanilla candles, okay, and a 6 pumpkin spice candles. Okay, kind of keep that in mind. There are 4 vanilla candles and 6 pumpkin spice candles. Use V to represent the cost of each vanilla candle, and P represents the cost for each pumpkin candle. Write and simplify an expression that represents a total cost for four sets. Okay, similar idea. You wanna try it for number 12, similar to number 11.
Yeah, so
It,
I think it would be.
wait, sorry. Let's do the defining first. Let V equals the cost for a vanilla, like cost of vanilla candle. You can just say vanilla if you want. They always kind of shorten things like phrases when you're declaring it or
Okay.
defining it. And the P cost of, or you may want to say each to be specific so that
Okay.
you don't have to, but if you want to be, you want to make sure that you get it correct, some student will actually make it very specific. Cost of pumpkin,
Mhm.
candle, pumpkin. But they're candles, right? Okay, I'll just write the word candle here. Each, okay, candle, something like that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's kind of open ended here. You can write however. You can shorten it even more. But anyway, all right, you got V and P.
Okay.
But there are 4V and there are 4P. How would you write it for one set, one gift set?
4 times and then parentheses 4v plus 6p.
Yeah, that's it. You already got the like final answer. Yes, so it's 4V plus 6P. Yep, that's like one shot. That's it. But and then we have to simplify it. Let me double check. Yeah, one set is a 4V plus 6P. Yep, one set is a 4P. I'm sorry, 4V plus 6P. But there are 4 sets, so you have to multiply the whole thing by 4. Is that okay? Like that.
The,
Very
the
good.
final thing I got was 16v plus 24p.
16V plus 24P. Good job. That's final. Right on. Yeah. Really good, dude. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Got it. Yeah, you're getting it. Let's see. Next one. That's it.
Okay. And then not yet.
Let's see. Next one here. What's your dog's name? She's right
Coral.
behind you. Coral? Yeah, that's right. I remember. Coral. Interesting. Checking out what you're doing. All right. What's the next one? I assume on the next page, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to zoom out, but it's not working.
Do a let me see. Either command minus or control minus. I think it's control minus. Try it. Oh yeah,
Um,
you can keep it like that and just scroll up. It may be best for me. Yeah.
and then I have numbers 18 and 19.
Okay, so we'll jump into 18 and 19. Okay. Okay. So let me quickly write the whole thing because I'll bet you'll be fine, but I want to make sure, okay? So because you're gonna distribute and then combine like terms. So you kind of want to be neat here. You can do this whole thing like pretty quickly if you want, or you can do them like bit at a time because there's different ways you can do this. Like you can group them over here and then combine them later. However, like yeah, you can organize them so many different ways. No
Yeah,
matter what you do
it's a
though,
little confusing.
yeah, yeah. No matter, this is actually something you have to do first. I'm sorry, eventually. How about that? You can combine these over here, except the two though. The two is the only one that. Oh, actually, I take that back. There's more coming up. So okay, let's do the order I recommend you should do. You should actually do the distributive property first, and then copy everything else around it. Or I'll take that back. If you were a like a let's say next year level student, you would know exactly what you can do first. For example, you want to see it? Yeah, you can do this any way you want, and I can kind of show you if I punch this in this fancy app, it will give you the same answer. So watch. If I can actually kind of give you a quick way to do this. Here, you want to combine 7, 4x, and the x. Don't forget there's an invisible 1 right here. Do that first to make things quick. Okay, so 7, 4, and 1. 7, 4, and 1. That's 7 and 4, that's 11. 11 and 1, that's 12x. So forth. Do you get that? So
Wait,
I'm
but why would you do that if they're on the opposite side? Because like, why wouldn't
Okay,
you do
good, good,
4x
good.
plus x?
Okay, good question. There's this thing called commutative property of addition. It means that you can actually flip it. You can actually move the 4x in right behind. Let me write it. You can do this if you want. Like you reorganizing it, and I can keep the 2 in the way in the back, and I'll go ahead and insert this right here. It doesn't have to be right here. I can put it in the very in the front, and the 2 any order. But you only do it. Got to do it in front of the plus symbol. You get it? Like the plus symbol kind of split them. You can reorganize
Okay.
them however you want. Now you don't have to do this. Now let me give you an idea why I'm doing this, because you'll know later on that's what you want to do. The way that they would teach you at first, it will look like this. Let me go ahead and skip it. Okay, ignore this row. I'm going to skip it. Pretend that this is how I would have done it in my head. But if you were to do it, they want you to do it at like you're learning it for the first time. They want you to go ahead and do the distributive property first. No matter, you got to do it eventually. So let's do it right now. So 5 times 1x, you don't see there's a 1 here, okay? There's a 1 here. So it's 5x, plus is plus, 5 times 3 is 15. So we'll copy that. So this turned into this. And then copy everything else that is right behind it. Here it is. So this is what they actually would have actually have you done first. Not
Okay.
like this. This is like maybe later on. So yeah, but I'll show you. Skip this step right now and write this step right below it, and then continue. It'll be the same answer, and I'll show it to you. So here we go. Now you could go ahead and combine like terms. Okay, what are they? These two with these two. You can do them all in one shot if you want, or you can do 2 at a time, however you like. So what do you think? Do you want to do in one shot? You want to do 2 at a time? It's up to you.
One shot.
Okay, one shot. It goes like this. 7, 5, that is 12. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 plus 1, that's 17.
17.
So it's altogether 17x. So
Well, what about the 2 at the end?
yeah, we'll copy that right now. It's almost like, hey, I'm keeping track. You can do something like this. You can go ahead and underline it. The way I or many student would do it, it might look strange to you. They cancel, they scratch them out like this. Some people actually bubble the sign in front of it. You'll understand why do you do that later on. But okay, right now you're done with the x terms. You only have the number. See the 15 and the 2 that you need to copy down, but might as well combine them at the same time. So 15 and 2, they're like terms, therefore you can combine them. So here's your final answer, 17x plus 17. So the 15 and 2 gives you 17, just the 17. There it is. And okay, so this should be your final answer. But watch, if I were to do it like the way I mentioned earlier, have a look. I would combine these 3. That will be 7, 11, and 12. So it'll be 12x. So I'm done with these 3. Then I distribute. That'll be 5x plus 15. That's done. So it'll be 12x plus 5x. That's 17x. There it is. You see? And then the 15 and 2, that's your 17. Same answer. I don't know you actually follow me there because I'm a little, I wrote it under. It's kind of messy. But
It
same
makes sense.
answer. Yeah, same answer. So I basically checked this problem. So it's correct. Okay, 19.
Okay, so it would be, do you have to answer it or no?
Or 18. You're in the blank. I don't know. I mean, you may have to show some kind of work, or unless you wrote it on a separate piece of paper. But if you want to write the answer final, for number 18, it'll be 17x plus 17, like right here. Or final answer.
Okay,
And they're
so
not,
number.
yeah, and you can't continue further because they're not like terms, like 17x and the
Yeah.
17. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
done. Right. Same for 19. Let me copy the original. Plus 3x plus 11 plus x. Okay. Let's do it like the way they, want you to do it. All right. Distribute, but copy the 6 in the front as is, plus the distributive property here the work that you do here. So x again is 1. It's a 1, invisible 1, okay? So it'll be 2 times 1x, so it'll be 2x.
Yeah.
Plus is plus, 2 times 8, 16. So done with this right here. Then copy everything else right behind it, and then we'll combine them all later after. So I copied everything. Yeah. Now we can start combining like terms. You can do it any way you want. You can do the number kind, like the number are 6, 16, and 11.
Okay, so here, let's start with x. So
Okay, let's do the x term first. Good. 2x,
so
3x, and 1x. There's a 1 in the back, okay?
yeah.
You could put the 1 in the front of it if you want.
What would the answer to that be?
For the x, yeah, what do you think for the x term? Combining x
6x?
terms. 6x, yes. Altogether is 6x. So I'll scratch them out like how I always do it. When we only do this when it's kind of long strings of things to combine, like cancel out things, like the way I have written here. And when it's kind of short, you don't want to do that. You don't have to do it. Yeah, because I don't know, it's messy.
So
Okay, what about
plus 6x? I think that's what I got.
okay 6x? But then the number, have a look. You got a 6. You got a 16. So what happens to your 16? And then 11. See? You got a 6, 16, and 11. Those are the numbers, or they call it the constant. You want to know, like, you're going to have to eventually learn it, right? If not already. The number that kind of linger, that the remaining numbers, these are called constants. So you have to combine the constants. So 6 plus 16, that's, what is that? 6 plus 16, that's 22. 22 plus 11.
23. Sorry,
22.
33.
33. So final answer should be 33. There you go. Yeah. Let me double check. Yep. So the x terms would be 6x. Yeah. And then 6 plus 16, 22. 22 plus 11. Yeah. Looks good to me. That's 33. Yeah.
And that was the last problem.
Okay. All right.
You want to do Alex?
Sure. Yeah. If you have some to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Now you can always leave in between Alex, right? You don't have to finish. You can always come back, right? Okay, good. Just in case. Yeah, you're getting pretty heavily into algebra now. Interesting. Just like boom, right into it. Okay, but this now is like a mixture review. All right, write this to a power. Now, if you recall, anytime there's a 1 and a bunch of 0, the fastest way, I know it's kind of weird. Why is that? Watch, let me show you. For example, 2 to the second power, that's 100. Just like that. But you have to start with 10, okay? You have to start with 10. 10 to the third power is 3,000. It's 1,000. Is 1,001 with 3 zeros. But okay, that one is not correct because the reason why is because, because if you were to actually no, it has to do with that 1. If you raise 1, if you do 1 to any power, it means the same thing as 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, like 10 times, right? That means the answer would just still be 1. What you're trying to do is you want to write 10. That's what you mean. You want to write 10, not 1. 10. To what power do you think? Okay, let me see. Is that? Yep, because there's 7-0. Yeah, you can always prove this by doing the math later on, but it's always true. Yeah, it's always true. Okay, this one, it's really 6 times 6, which is 36, but you're going to move 4 decimal places over. Could you see why? Because you're multiplying, the 4 decimal places, so 1, 2, and 3. Do you see why? Well, let me expand it for you. Watch. The reason why you're actually moving 4 decimal places because of this. Ignore those zeros, placeholder. See, if you're multiplying like by hand, right? It will be 36, but you got to move the decimal 4 places over. So it'll be, what is that? 0, 3, 6. It'll look like this. Here's your final answer. Like quick math,
But
right?
wait, why would you need to move the decimal point? Just for
Because you,
multiplying.
yeah, because you're multiplying. Is that okay? You're multiplying
Yeah.
0.6 times 0.6. Okay. This
1.
one, now it's really the same thing as this. Have a look. Like 4 times timing. I'll put dots, okay? Dots in multiplication. Kind of
You could
shorthand
just
too.
combine them. So 1/3 times 1/3 is 2/3, and then
Oh, actually,
2/3.
no. Okay, actually, no, because the way you said the answer is actually you adding. If you do 1/3 and 1/3, and you write 2/3, it means that you're adding.
Oh,
But
that's not what I meant. I
yeah,
meant like you did 1/3 times 1/3,
that's 1/9.
and then
That's
you
one
did
ninth, and then continue.
okay,
Yes,
and then you did 1/3 times 1/3 again. So you group them, and then you multiply those two.
yes. Now the faster way, have a look. You do like this and like
Would
this.
that be incorrect though?
It is correct. The way you said it is correct, but the number get blowed up kind of. I don't know. It blowed up pretty fast. But watch, there's a kind of clever way to do this. You do the first two, you write 1/9. Okay, you agree? I'm done with the first two. But then the last two is still 1/9 also. Do you see that? So if
No.
you do it like that, like grouping 2 and 2, the last one is easiest because it's 9 and 9. That's why I recommend you do it like that. It's 1/81, final answer. That's why it's easier. Yeah, if you do like 2 and then 3, it gets blown up kind of weird. But it's okay. You can always do it. There you go. All right.
Okay.
This
2
one,
times 6 times.
yeah, you can do 2 ways, but I recommend you do order operation because you don't have like variable x or anything that involved. So you just do it normal math here. So do what's in the parentheses first. So that'd be what 4, and then the 2 is still kind of in the front there. So that means final answer 8. Yeah. Okay. All right. Order operation, okay? Do your multiplication, division, all of that first before adding, subtracting. Hey, I'm gonna actually, you'll have to actually tell me because I can't see the symbols. I think it's division, the first, between the first two, and then adding
Is
between.
it 33? I think it might be 33. Can I check?
Oh, sure, sure. Okay,
Oh, no.
zoom in a little bit for me if you can. I can't see the symbol unless you tell me. Okay, 12 what? 12 divide 2 plus all pluses from there. Okay, plus 4 plus
And then
3,
times 4 at the
then
end.
times 4 then. So 2 pluses right here, right? Okay. Okay. So you want to do these separately. So remember PEMDAS says you got to do multiplication division, whichever comes first from left to right. So, but actually it doesn't matter here because you're going to have to do them separate anyway. So here's the 6 and here's the 12. But then you have to do all the pluses in between. Have a look. So here's what you will be doing last. Combine all this will be final answer. But I did my division and multiplication. Therefore, you can now, oh, I'm sorry, the 3 is gone. Take that out, sorry. That will give you the 12. So you're left with 6 plus 4 plus 12. Is that right? Yeah, 10, 10 and 12, 22, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do your PEMDAS, but exponent is actually what you can do. So I'll go ahead and write 16. Is that okay? 4 times 4, and then divide 2. So this is my next step. Is that okay? But then, is that okay? How I got that here? Let me show it to you. So 4 squared divided by 2. This 4 squared is 16. You see why? Because,
Yeah.
PIMDAS said, hey, you don't have parentheses or you scratch it out. You got E for exponent. That's why you're doing it. So that's the
Yeah.
E, the exponent. So it's 16. And now you can do division because you don't have multiplication. You got to do division. So it's going to be 8 here. And then you have 8 plus in the front. So that's the order you have to do. Yeah. Okay. So you have to substitute C with 8 and D with 6. So it will look like this. I'll do a dot because you don't have a decimal number. Okay, let me see if that's correct. Go for it. All right, good job. Okay, so it'll be 4 squared, 16, and then times 3. 16 times 3, what is that?
Uh,
I'll write it for you. So 16 times 3, 8, carry 1.
28. Wait. 48. Sorry.
48. Yeah, 48.
So in that case, would you do 3 times m first or 3 to the second power?
The last one?
Yeah, like 3m to the second power.
I forgot what it was. you you have to actually put whatever the m is, you raise to the second power. You have to do that first, or m times m.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, this one. Yesterday, David had m baseball cards. Today, he gave 11 away. Write m. Well, you can write m, take away 11. That's it. Let me double check. Yeah. Yeah, so it'll be m minus 11. I hope that's okay if you kind of like, read into it. W less than 7. Now, careful on this one. This one is the trickiest one. You want to give it a shot? Yeah, this one, a lot of students make mistakes here. But what do you think? You want to try? And I'll explain the reason if you don't get it right. W less than 7. Yeah, this one, you want to think about it? W less than 7. Not quite, but let me give you another example. If I say 5 less than a number, 5 less than, okay, you want to give it a shot? Okay, that's
Yes.
not, yeah, it's not going to be right, but go for it.
Okay.
See, let me explain this. That's what I mean about it. It's a common error. For example, I said 5 less than a number. It will look like this. 5 less than a number. I'm making this up, okay? 5 less than a number looks like this. 5 less than a number. That means if they say W less than a number, W less than a number, but the number is 7, you have to write 7 minus W. Yeah, so you'll get used to this. So the final answer is 7 minus W. A lot of this is like something you'll get used to eventually, okay? But yeah, soon. Yeah, this is a tricky phrase. Right, what about this one? Same. Oh, here they're really pushing it now. 7 less than. You got to put the minus 7 in the back. So I'll go ahead and write that first, like something. Then I'll write whatever's in front. So I'm putting the reason away in the back. 7 less than. 7 less than. So I'm putting it in the back. So I'm going to actually write something in the front. So then the product means multiplication of 24 and a number. So here we go in the front. 24 and a number. Final answer. So it'd be 24 minus 7. 24n minus 7.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's could be fancy. All right. Hey, I may have to, try this one here. So 0, yeah, it'll be 0 for sure, but you have to name what that is. It's an identity. Okay, yeah, do fill in first if you want.
This is.
If you flip-flop, it's commutative. If you flip-flop, it's commutative.
Okay, cool.
But with the parentheses, you see a bunch of parentheses, you go try to remember associative. But yeah, what would be the number first?
Yeah.
3. Yeah, so it's associative property. But
Okay,
I'll
cool.
explain that. Okay. Right, Noah, we could continue here if you want, but I may have to go. Okay, this one will be also associative. And this is
Yeah.
the second one is commutative. And then the last two should be, careful, the last two is actually fancy. So
It's 0.
0 property. Okay. Yeah. Okay, before you submit, one of them, let me double check. One of them is wrong here. The D. You see D, I don't
Oh,
know.
wait.
I think they made a mistake. It's not you. It's not your fault. 0 times 5 is 0. They put 5. That's wrong. Did you fill in the 5, or how did you?
No, I did not.
They made a mistake. They made a mistake. You see it? Do you see why? That's not
Yeah,
true. Oh, yeah. Try keeping those 0 properly.
check it. Parse D.
Okay, I
Wait.
think you filled it in yourself for D. Try to fix that 5. Could you fix the 5 into? Okay, the 0 is correct for C. Put 0 back. Oh, there it is.
1 times 5.
Yeah, so it's 1. Yeah, I see.
That would be associative, right?
That would be associative. Yeah, but you have to fill in. Wait, the last one, it's identity. The last one is identity.
Oh, what makes it identity again?
If if you multiply something and you get something exact same thing back, that's identity. Is that okay? Like
And
you,
then
yeah,
this is
that one,
community? No,
the
this is associative.
associative. Yeah, this one is commutative. When you move around, switch them, it's commutative. There you go.